How you doing today? My name is Bruce Cain. I'm a in presidential candidate for the 2008 presidency, although I don't have any real expectation of being in the Oval Office next year. But the main message we want to put towards you today is do not legitimize the 2008 election by voting for either McCain or Obama. Both these men both supported and pushed through the corporate bailout. That's the $1 trillion corporate bailout that was signed into Bush on October 3rd of this year. This to me and many others is almost like the financial 911. Like the original 911, this is really set to push us towards the North American Union and in a new world order. The details of that are rather complex. But you know, the first question you ask yourself about this whole thing is, you know, if the markets were willing and saw value in all this stock that we, the American taxpayer, just bought, why didn't they just sell it on the open market? And the reason is that really what they sold us was this. What they sold us was a big bag of shit, okay? A big bag of shit. So what's going to happen from this point forward is the Fed is going to print $1 trillion. Actually, it's going to print trillions and trillions of dollars. This is going to devalue your money. And while your taxes won't go up, the amount of things that you can buy with your money is going to go down. In a nutshell, what we think is going on is they're trying to purposely devalue the US dollar in order to push us into the Amero, which will be a currency for Canada, the United States, and Mexico. This is nothing short of a coup against the American people. And Bush, Obama, and McCain are traitors in this deal, and I think we need to spread the word that that is what it is. So by writing anyone, you can write in Bruce Cain if you'd like, but if you don't like me, you know, write in Minnie Mouse. I don't really care. The point is, let's stop giving legitimacy to this system. Now, on October 10th, the Zeitgeist Project is going to get started, and if you haven't seen that, Google Zeitgeist, great film. But this group and many others are beginning to understand that the American people, and really people around the world, need to stand up to this evolving new world order. You know, and we really don't have much time to do it. Now, so last week, let's say, they essentially passed $1 trillion bailout for corporate America, which the American taxpayer is going to get saddled for, despite the fact that it was an engineered way of ripping off the American people. And I was thinking a while ago, I thought, well, you know, what if we just gave each American over 21 $150,000 to pay off their mortgages, get out from under their debt, and that sort of thing. And I thought, well, let's figure 200 million people. How much would that be? And I thought, well, that would be $30 trillion. You know, that's a lot of money. So I kind of lost that idea for a week or two, but then I've been reading about the two coming bubbles that are going to come in the next year or two, and those will be the credit bubble, and the worst of all will be the derivatives bubble. Now, I read this paper and I couldn't believe it at first, but it is true. The derivatives bubble is a quadrillion dollar bubble, and that means $1,000 trillion. And so you can see what's happening, because between the first bubble that was written off last week by Bush, the $1 trillion corporate bailout, and the derivatives bubble, which is certainly coming down the line, in between, what they want to really do is destroy the American working class. And they're going to do this by devaluing your dollar, getting rid of more of your jobs. And what they really want to do is make you completely vulnerable to the state. They want you to be without your resources, your home. I mean, I could lose my home in the next couple of years, which I've been paying for over 22 years if something doesn't happen soon. And so what we think they want to do is basically destroy the working class, and then finally they're going to come up with this derivatives bubble, and they're going to ask us for literally trillions and trillions of more money. And that will usher in the way for the introduction of the Amero. Now, the Amero is tied to the North American Union, and the basic idea here is they'll have one currency for Canada, United States, and Mexico. And this will, in effect, destroy our Constitution, we'll lose our sovereignty, and it'll allow all the cheap labor from Mexico to just come freely into the United States and Canada. And then after that, what you're going to see is the North American Union will merge into the Free Trade Agreement of the Americas, and then finally that'll merge with the the Eastern Union and the European Union, and eventually we're going to have this one world order, which many people have talked about. I don't think it's a good idea, and I don't think you will think it's a good idea if you look into it. So at the beginning of this, I showed you my website, newagecitizen.com. So I'm really encouraging you to go to that site, check it out, read the things, read the videos that we've got up there. Join our mailing list. That would be a good start, because I don't really have any illusion of walking into the White House and solving these things. The other thing that we're pushing, which goes against this world government concept, is what I call the New Agenda for America. And under this, we would, in fact, if I was president, I would legalize marijuana the minute I got into office, because I would grant clemency to every single nonviolent marijuana offender in the United States, and I would keep doing that until Congress sees to it that the war on marijuana ends once and for all. We really want to see a system where individual Americans can cultivate up to 100 plants. And I should make it clear that my primary thing isn't that I really give a shit if you smoke marijuana or not. What we're really trying to do is make it so we destroy the Mexican drug cartels and the local drug gangs. And one of the ways you do this is you take the profit out of it. So it's essentially going to be free for you to grow marijuana if I were to become president. Some of the other ideas I have is that New Agenda for America would stop any further immigration into the United States. It would put control over the Federal Reserve for the first time. It would engineer a bailout for the American people, which I think I've kind of just described one possible concept for achieving that. And we would be working for complete energy independence. So anyway, I didn't want to make this long. There are plenty of videos. If you go to the website, you'll find many readings. There's a YouTube icon there where you can watch many of the videos that I've already done, which are much more formal than this, I might say. And you can go from there. So anyway, my name is Bruce Cain. You can write me in for president if you would like, although it probably isn't going to do much. But do not vote for Obama or McCain. I mean, they're supporting the New World Order. They supported the bailout. These guys are bad news, and I think the more you educate yourself, the more you're going to figure out that that's true. So anyway, I think that's it for now. I just thought I'd get out and do a less formal little video, because the ones I normally do are 150 words a minute, and that's kind of bad. Last thing I'll say, that if you're in the Detroit area, on October 19th, I'll be speaking live at a marijuana benefit for the coming medical marijuana initiative that will be on the Michigan ballot this November. That's October 19th, and you'll find more information on that as well at the New Age Citizen website. And I guess that's about all I got to tell you for today. So come to the website, check it out, get on our mailing list, and become part of the peaceful Second American Revolution that's going to take this country back. Thank you.